Look at how strong Ager's Scepter is. I'm just going to shoot a few acolytes. I've already got almost half of my super up, more than half. This thing is out of this world, and if you pair it with the Stasis subclass, especially something like Warlock, it's just crazy strong, and it's one of the most fun builds I've ever had in this whole game. Alright, hey guys, how's it going? Back today with another Destiny 2 build. This one's focusing on the new exotic that just came out today, Ager's Scepter. So if we go over the perks here, exotic perk is Ager's Call. Final blows with this weapon generate a slowing burst around the defeated target. Secondary perk is Rhaega's Refrain. Stasis final blows transfer ammo to this weapon's magazine from reserves. So kills with this weapon will give it ammo, since it is a stasis weapon. And then this one's really interesting. I thought it was just going to be a slowing burst, and it is for PvE. The enemies will be slowed for a few seconds, and then they will freeze. And the radius is really, really large. So obviously I wanted to pair this with Warlock, Shadebinder. I'm using Bleak Watcher, but in the future I think Glacial Harvest will be better, and I'll tell you why in a second. But the second aspect is going to be Ice Flare Bolts. These are pretty much a staple. And then the fragments I'm running right now, I'm still experimenting, but I'm using Whisper of Bonds. Defeating frozen targets grants you super energy. Whisper of Torments, you gain grenade energy each time you take damage. Whisper of Fissures, increase the damage and size of the bursts of stasis when you destroy a stasis crystal or defeat a frozen target. This one is going to always be used with this weapon, I feel, because you're freezing so many enemies. And then Whisper of Chains, when you're near frozen targets or stasis crystals, you take reduced damage. So these two pair really nicely with Ager's. This one is just a general all-purpose, pretty nice. And then Whisper of Bonds is going to be fantastic with this weapon. I have some clips here where I get like half of my super in like 5 seconds. And then the catalyst isn't out yet. It'll be out next week. So starting next week, it'll be able to drop. And it gives Ager's Scepter... the beam itself can slow and freeze, and it deals much more damage, but it uses your super energy. And you can only activate it once your super is full. So I wonder if it's like Lord of Wolves or Cerberus, where you hold R and you like bump the gun, and then you'll activate that super mode. That paired with Whisper of Bonds, you'll keep getting super over and over and over, so you can keep using Ager's enhanced mode. But just for right now, it's really nice because you get that super for stasis up very, very quickly. And for my exotic armor piece, I'm using Verity's Brow. Just because you're going to be getting stasis kills a ton with Ager's, you'll get your grenade quicker, so you can use that as a Bleak Watcher or as a Glacial Grenade, so you have Whisper of Chains damage resist. I'm running Explosive Wellmaker because the stasis shatters count as an explosion. Elemental Armaments, just another way to get a well, but these will be stasis wells. Font of Wisdom, whenever time we pick up a well, we'll get 100 intellect. Font of Might, so if we pick up one of those stasis wells, we'll get damage for Ager's. And I'm not running anything on my bond because I'm just doing particle deconstruction and thermoclastic. But the mod I was talking about earlier, I don't think it's obtainable yet, but it's these stasis ones here. Specifically Well of Restoration here, so you'll get more energy for that lowest ability if you pick up stasis wells. And then this one here, Elemental Shards. Stasis shards will count as stasis elemental wells, and that paired with Glacial Harvest. So anytime you freeze something, you'll spawn a Stasis shard. So if you have that mod on, there'll be Stasis shards and Stasis wells. So you could have an insane well build with this, and I'm really looking forward to getting that mod. But until then, we're running with this, and also until that catalyst is out. So yeah, let's jump into some gameplay. I'll tell you a bit about it, and I'll show you just how potent this build is. So some quick gameplay here while we go over some tips about the gun. There's not much to say. This thing's insane. The only downsides I can see is that it uses special ammo, so ammo economy can be kind of rough if you're going to be using this with like a shotgun or a sniper or a fusion rifle. When I was trying to run that, I was running out of ammo a lot. And then even if you're not doing that, this gun uses up a lot of ammo, so you really want to tap the trigger more else. They use like really short bursts. But the thing's insane. The freezing radius is ridiculous. If you pair that with a Stasis subclass, it's just crazy powerful, and it's easily one of my favorite builds that I've ever used. This exotic is fantastic. Let me know what you guys are running with Ager Scepter. I know my build isn't that optimized. I'm really waiting on the Catalyst and the Stasis mods I was talking about earlier, but I want to know what you guys are using. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like. Let me know what you guys are running down in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.